Way to go. Ian, what do your elven eyes see?
The parking structure.
Okay, no, Sarah, unfortunately we can't see any of this from the parking structure.
Oh.
Not really.
This is on the opposite side of the huge Costco that they're building.
Oh, got it.
Look at all those peaks. There's a lot of peaks going on.
It's like
Can one see, is it over there?
like well-defined peaks.
Wow, that's a lot.
I knew that.
You can see these now from the 5.
Ooh, cool.
Or at least the off-ramp onto Harbor from the 5.
Okay. I'm never driving that far down.
Right.
So
I saw them today. I was pretty impressed that you could, I mean, they were starting to take form, but look at that. That's just, all that eventually is going to be something amazing. It just goes on and on. Oh. Yeah, that's a song or something, isn't it? Let's go back to the right now. Oh, there's a guy working. What's he doing? Hey, there's somebody building Star Wars right now.
Like, legitimately?
What's he doing, I wonder?
Star Wars?
he's doing something.
All of the Star Wars. They're building
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Nothing but Star Wars.
Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars.
40 hours?
Wow, wow. Ian, look at this.
Coming. Yeah, well, some of that's scaffolding in front of actual stuff.
Oh, is that what that is?
Some of that is like studs and some of that's scaffolding, right?
Yes,
Oh my
a majority
gosh.
of that is scaffolding.
Which is making it look denser than it is.
It looks dense as heck, yeah.
So
Wow.
eventually, like, all that exterior framing will get covered up.
Whoa, we got dirt alert.
It's a lot of dirt.
That dirt is going to be somewhere else eventually.
But you won't know where.
Never to be seen again.
What's that thing?
I mean, actually,
Oh, that's a crane.
Yeah, I should say that's a crane.
That's a crane. Is that the elevator? No. No, that is the elevator, isn't it? No, that's not the elevator.
It could be the elevator, actually.
Well, it's if it were, what's the connect? Oh, they're right there.
yeah.
That's the connect right there. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, Fresh Baked. I am not a construction worker. Okay, I'm sorry. But there's definitely a lot going on there. They're definitely working on all those little, scaffolding areas there, getting ready to do some real professional rock work. Wow. That's the best look we've seen of this ever.
Ever in the history of Star Wars land.
Yep. I'm
Even when
gonna
it
try
opens,
to.
it won't work better than that.
Hey, what's that? Is that? What am I looking at? Oh, that's the shed building.
Yeah, that's one of the warehouses behind.
In the back, yeah.
Yeah.
That's nothing of our concern.
Yeah,
really.
it'll remain that way. Never to be seen again once Star Wars Land's finished.
Yeah.
I wish I knew what that's for, and if it, I don't know,
We
whatever.
probably have like old.
File it under park infrastructure and never think about it again.
Okay, that's it,
Unless you're
guys.
like me and you agonize over park infrastructure not being good enough.
Like, they have the most random things back there.
How many,
253.
how many have we done of these? And I just botched the intro of this. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Star Wars Line Report from Galaxy's Edge here on the top of the Mickey and Friends parking structure. Nailed it. Did you hear that? Nailed it.
On the 20th try. Good job.
We are literally 15 seconds into the show, and I'm already laughing and having a good time.
That's
By the
either
way,
a good sign or a bad sign. And
well, because
only you know
we
it.
ended the show proper about 20 minutes ago, and we ended the show proper on a very. We were off the rails. The last episode 6 today. That's gonna air, for today. That's gonna air on Saturday.
It's just gonna be a mess.
It's gonna be a mess. Anyway,
It's been hot. Okay, it's
I
been
know.
really hot. And then we just our humor levels got turned on
Yep.
right away with the Thor. With the Thor
With Thor,
preview.
oh
We were
my
all
God.
Like, we're like cool and laughing mode.
yeah. Thor was great. Thor was great, guys. We saw Thor today.
All bit too corporate.
The Rock dude. He's degrading Rock.
I'm so glad that they're letting Chris Hemsworth actually flex his comedic muscles.
Yeah.
He's a funny
dude. Yeah.
He's a funny guy. And they're like, no,
Also
we're gonna
very
let-
handsome with the ripped abs.
Yes, of course. But they're actually, they're letting him be funny. Which is great.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, Ian.
Yes.
Remember we were doing a Star Wars Land Report?
Yeah, vaguely.
I think we started on that. Okay. Here's what I've noticed, just real quick. Well, Ian noticed something and I noticed something. Let's talk about what Ian noticed. This right there looks to be a new peak.
For the Battle Escape building.
That's not Millennium Falcon. That's Battle Escape.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like to the right of that is in the beginning. It's the centerpiece of a new peak, perhaps, where it's just the one pole coming up. But that's going to be, you know, that's going to be rock formations pretty soon.
Nice
And
facade.
in between that, actually, yeah, in between you can see more stuff.
Between that, I think is the thing we saw before.
That's the thing. You're right. That's the thing we saw a couple
You know,
weeks
the thing
ago.
we saw before? Yeah, we'll help you. My bad.
But the thing is that I know what you're talking about. I wonder
Yeah.
what Fresh Baked does. Now, Ian, do you know what I saw?
A window into the building that's still open.
Well, there's that. Yes, Darth Vader's picture window where he goes to reflect about you know, his whether or not he should take over the Empire, if he should do it with the Emperor, or if he should try to bring in Luke and maybe do it on his own. Because, you know, Darth Vader's got dreams. He's got aspirations himself.
Does he want to restructure the bureaucracy?
Right.
Is the cost
Dude,
of
the Empire is so full of bureaucracy, you can't get anything done.
Like, would a reorg just be cost more than it's worth now?
But at least he's changing it from the inside, which is where, you know, that's what he said he was going to do. When he joined the Empire, he says, I'm going to do it so that I can change things from the inside. That's where he has those thoughtful conversations to himself. It's right there at that window. It's still there. No, I'm talking about Ian. They sort of wall up the warts.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even catch that.
See that? Fresh baked, see that?
Yeah. The
Look
warts
at
are
that.
getting walls.
The warts are getting walls. What's next?
I was going to say, the other wall does actually now reach the Vader.
That's true, yeah, because
Before the window was there, but the wall did not actually reach it yet. It does reach it now.
By the way, we should go ahead and point out the fact that they went right through it like that does
It's so weird. That
mean something.
I don't know if maybe that's just a way to get equipment in.
That's what the people are
build it
saying.
later.
Yeah, that's just to get
Because
equipment in.
I remember watching some of Tim Trekker's just updates of construction in Disney Springs for a bar restaurant called the Edison.
Yeah.
There were a couple windows they saved for last because they need to be able to move
Sure.
the windows.
Kind of like this, you know, that section that they put forms up
May
really
very much
late.
be an order of operations kind
Yeah,
of thing.
order
You
of
know,
operations.
PEMDAS.
Yeah. What? I'm sorry.
Parentheses. He's
Oh, the order of operations. You know, the pluses and the minuses first, and then
the maths.
and then the times, and then what? I don't.
No, I've actually forgotten what PEMDAS all stands for, but you know, moving on. The E.
Yeah.
would that be exponents?
You do.
Parentheses,
Yeah, that's right. I think you do.
Again, the MDAS is easy, and the P is easy, but I guess the E is exponents.
Exponents would go first, sure.
Yeah, so parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Cool, we're done.
Crap, we're freaking nerds. If you ever had any doubts about whether or not Ian and I were nerds,
We took a Star Wars update and
That's-
made it about the order of operations and math.
we just settled that argument just now. By the way, I do have a girlfriend. I'm just saying, okay?
And I'm looking for a job if anyone wants to hire an engineer.
Yeah, very smart person right here. He knows the order of operations.
Just don't be 2 hours away from Anaheim,
Yeah, please.
Because I already live that far.
Yes. Okay, so, yeah, we're looking good for, now, I wonder, does that mean, well, I guess they have to close that in.
At some point.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know what the ride details are, but I don't know why they would want natural sunlight to come in. That could be blocked, or then you'd be able to see something from the outside world from within the building.
Yeah.
It seems like it's just a temporary thing, and it'll get closed up at some point.
Oh, for sure. I no doubt about that. It would stun me if that wound up being like stained glass. Like a stained glass representation of Beauty and the Beast or something like that.
It's Snoke's throne room before the Star Destroyer.
All right. Okay. Anything over here? Nothing over here. No. The ladders look to be in the same positions as they were last week.
The form is still here.
The form is still there. They're still using that ladder. That ladder's still akimbo on top of the temporary structure there.
Yep.
I can't really tell what they're doing with the new lap pool.
Well, it's not really even deep enough to be a pool.
Okay, you know what it is? It's for lake training. That's what it's for. A lot of
Just to walk around. in
yeah,
the
to
water.
walk back and forth in, so you can, because that's really good for the lakes.
Okay.
So that's a lake training pool. But I don't know. Yeah, I can't really tell what they're doing. There's a lot of things going on down there, and like everything else, once it starts getting really busy, you kind of lose focus. You're unable to tell. Like there's the yellow stuff right there. That's a new thing.
Netting and tape.
Was that netting?
I can't really tell from here. I'm just thinking.
That's the Mark Twain.
That is the Twain. I'm just imagining what things are yellow on a construction site.
Things that need to be seen by other people, I would imagine. I don't know. What if construction lights? What does yellow mean? All right, thank you. Now I came up here so I could look at the Mark. Is the Mark Twain going backwards? Oh, I do this. It's making that left turn at Hungry Bear, isn't it? It kind of left turns a little bit before it turns right around the top of the island. I always think it's going backwards.
It's because it's coming towards us and to our right slightly.
Yeah. It was
It's gonna
turning,
start
yeah.
turning. It's probably about in front of the canoe dock right now.
It's right about the canoe docks, yeah. All right, so, by the way, now that we're on this topic of the Hungry Bear and the Mark Twain and the river, are those trees looking like they're filling in already? Or do they put more in there?
I think they're filling, but it's still going to be a long time before they're tall.
No, definitely not
It's going to
tall.
be years and years before they're tall.
But that's already dense.
But they do seem denser.
It's if it isn't getting dense, then it's denser than I had imagined it would be. I don't know why I would have thought that, but I don't know. That's pretty good. That's good work right there. You can't see anything through them trees. You can see the top of the Mark Twain, and that's it. Now, if we were on the Mark Twain right now, we could wave at ourselves because there's a clear view of Battle Escape from the Mark Twain.
Oh yeah, you can clearly see the people on top of the Mark Twain just chilling.
Dude, we can. I'm telling you, it's a perfect view. All right.
I hope you keep building this up in your mind so I can laugh when you see that's just trees. Very pretty trees, but just made the top of the building.
Oh, it's going to be great, Ian, I promise. There's there's the peak that we saw through the Big Thunder Trail earlier this morning. That seemed like 100 years ago, didn't it? I wish I could. I mean, how close can I get? It's very glary through my lens, so I'm going to assume that they've made a lot of progress.
Peak on the left is one of the ones in the back. I don't know if they had anything on it last week or not.
There's just a lot of business going on up there.
But yeah, they're making stuff look.
They sure are. It feels like the one on the left is coming along further than the one in the middle.
Well, yeah, they haven't really done any mesh work on the middle as far as I can see.
And now this is dirt level conversations that we're having now.
No, we're not. It's not that bad.
The rock formations on the third peak are further along than the rock formations on the second peak, but not as far along as the rock formations on the first peak.
It's still not as bad when we were literally tracking the height of a pile of dirt. Okay.
That dirt has moved, Ian.
We're not.
I swore. You remember that? I swore that the dirt had moved.
I remember. It's not.
I had to go back and look at the old video.
That bad. God, I hope this isn't that bad.
Let's walk this way. I was wrong, though, Freshbake. The dirt hadn't moved. It hadn't moved at all. Once upon a time, the skyline of Disneyland had just one peak.
And that was Space Mountain at the time.
Matterhorn. Matterhorn was first.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wait, because Space was 77.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it was one.
Matterhorn was like 60. I don't know the years. Why don't I know the years?
But it was 60s is the point.
Early 60s, yeah.
And then,
anyway, now look at that.
And then Thunder and Splash were added in the 80s.
Wow. It's just that's a busy skyline right now, man. Plus you got, I think we did something like this last week, didn't we? We got the tower over there.
Yep.
And you can kind of see Radiator Springs.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, you can see, that's Cadillac Ridge or Range right there.
Yep.
Well, they can't call it that, apparently.
Oh, licensing?
Yeah. But that's what it was called in the movie, but they couldn't call it that at the park. Go figure.
Different arms of the company.
I guess, yeah.
Left hand can't say what the right hand is saying.
Who knows, man? That's just, it's getting all political.
That's not even political, it's just...
No, I'm talking about the Thor. What did he say?
Oh, very corporate now.
Very corporate. The Avengers. Thor. Go see Thor Ragnarok, you guys. We saw 20 minutes of the movie, basically.
I swear we're not sponsored.
Oh, my God. I would...
That would be cool, but we're not. We saw that preview, and we're like, okay, we're in.
Dude, Thor Ragnarok is the business. Whoever wrote that movie...
And you know that Doctor Strange is appearing in it at some point, right?
Yes, he's at the beginning, I think, right? All right, well, let's get on with it. Millennium Falcon building looks about the same. It looks like they have actually finished up the roof a bit.
Starting to look clean.
Yeah. Now, I see a lot of... Is that timber?
Timber. Where?
What is that?
You look on your screen. That looks like a form of some kind. For something on top of the roof.
It is a form, that's right, it is. Is it on the roof, or is it maybe coming up and over the roof line from in front of it?
Well, it's in front of the peaks, so I'm pretty sure it's on the top of the actual building itself.
Fascinating. But other than that, it's hard to tell. These giant palm trees are in the way. And we're at the wrong angle. And really, I'm disappointed that we can't find a better place to look at this than here, the back of it. It's such a bummer. But I guess it's better than the top of the Ferris wheel, which is what we're going to get for Marvel Land, right?
Well, should they ever actually I don't even know what's going to happen with Marvel at this point.
Yeah,
Like
nobody
all
knows.
Marvel projects are pretty much on freeze.
I don't think
right
Disney
now.
even knows what they're doing with
Right
that.
now, the only Marvel projects that are for sure happening anymore are Guardians in Epcot, 'cause they've already started,
Yeah.
and the Marvel retheme of Buzz in Hong Kong. The thing that hasn't officially started right now
Yeah.
is on hold indefinitely
Now,
because they don't know what to do.
you're hearing that, or is that?
Yeah.
It's kind of like what happened with Tomorrowland, and we're still in limbo on Tomorrowland because they've got all these other projects that they have to finish.
Tomorrowland is lowest priority, I guarantee that.
And the reason why it's low priority is because the people are still showing up
Yeah.
by the tens of thousands into Tomorrowland every
In the
day.
meantime, they don't know what to do with it anyways, whereas at
Yeah.
least things like
Well, at least they know what not to
Star
do.
Wars, they're not sure what to do with Marvel, but they know they want to do something.
But they know they're not going to make Tomorrowland Star Wars or Marvel, though.
Yeah.
We know that.
Because we know that, well, they've decided they want Marvel and DCA.
Yeah.
Their Star Wars is going to be here.
Right, yeah.
So,
All right. Well, first break, I think that's going to do it for our update from the top of the Mickey Friends parking structure, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. There you go. It's almost done. Just a year and a half to go.
and then
Or maybe a year. No, a year and a half.
my prediction is still Memorial Day weekend 2019.
That's almost 2 years, right?
Less than 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
Closer to a year and a half. Anyways, because that Memorial Day weekend is kind of the start of the summer season.
Wait, when is that? It's like in
May.
May. Yeah, May.
Because that's when they like to aim to open new things.
All right. So what is this, September or October now? It's
About a year and a half.
okay. Timey-wimey.
Wibbly wobbly.
Fresh breakfast stuff. We love you. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, guys.